This is not a how-to or a review as such. You see, over time as I started upgrading my GPU, I found that my i5-6500 CPU was bottlenecking my GPU. So I started thinking, what's the most cost-effective way for me to upgrade my CPU? I knew I would need a new motherboard and potentially a new case. I came across the AeroCool mini Eclipse case and I was sold. It's a beautiful case and it's such a good price, £50, which also includes 4 ARGB fans. But I still had 3 questions. Can my existing 550 watt power supply power all of this? Can I transfer over my SSD and HDD with the OS, keeping all my files intact? And to RGB or not to RGB? Well, you probably don't know the answer to this, but I do need to tell you something. So what you see here is everything I managed to harvest from my old PC. My SSD, my hard drive, my GPU. No, it's not a 1660, it's actually a 2070 Super, but inside the 1660 box. And my PSU. First of all, can my existing 550 watt PSU power all this? Short answer, yes. Everything is working and I put all the components into the PC part picker to get the total wattage. It came back with 400 watts. Now, I was going to overclock the CPU, hence why I purchased the AIO, but I'm not going to leave that alone. I would only be comfortable overclocking with a 650 watt PSU, just because it would give me more headroom to work with. With hindsight, I probably would not have purchased the AIO, saving me £40. The stock cooler would have just been fine. Top tip, please don't cheap out on a PSU, not all PSUs are equal. Secondly, can I transfer over my SSD and HDD with the OS, keeping all my files intact? Yes, no problem. The computer booted up first time, no issue. Checked Windows registration and it said the OS was not registered, but I just followed the help link and it asked if I changed the hardware. I said yes, Windows reactivated, and that was easy. And lastly, to RGB or not to RGB? Well, yes, you should RGB. It looks a lot cooler than non-RGB. But there is a difference between ARGB and normal RGB. My motherboard has these JRGB connections, which allows it to control LED light strips, but that connection will not work with an ARGB connection, as they are very different. Feedback: if you want to control the ARGB via motherboard software to get all the lights to match, get a motherboard that has an ARGB connection. My AeroCool case has an ARGB hub, which allows me to control all the ARGB on the fans. However, I have to control the motherboard's RGB and RAM's RGB using MSI software. This is very unlike me making an informative video, but if you like me sharing my experience with you and you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.